There we go. We are live.
Yeah. Your cheesy grin.
My cheesy grin. And your cheesy grin. My grin's cheesy, yours is cheesy too. Two cheesy grins.
Two cheesy grins.
That's what happens when you've been married a long time. You take on the same cheesy grins, basically.
20 years this year.
20 years. Wow. There we go.
Of wedded bliss.
Wow, lucky have you been. 20 years of fun. There you go. That's a start to this week's session, talking about our time together, married time together. So welcome to the session, this week's weekly Chen Chat Q&A, 23rd of February 26. Time just ticks on again. I know we see it every week. The week just seems to come round. Jayne comes up and says it's the weekly Chen Chat. I think it can't be. You've only just done it. But here we are again.
Yeah, here we are. Ruth, is our sound all right? Please, or Kira? Hello.
Sound check.
Sound check, please.
We've learned to do a sound check. It's always good if people can actually hear us. A thumbs up as well, which is always good.
Oh, Michael.
Oh, Vanessa's here. Hi, Michael. Good to have you in your comfy chair. The man with the most comfy chair in the world is Michael.
Is he?
Yeah, he's got an amazing chair.
Has he?
Yeah, he sort of lies back like he's half flat, but he looks like almost like a bed, really.
Oh, your ideal chair.
It would be. You couldn't fit it in here. We've not enough space to lie back.
Oh, send us a picture, Michael.
Yeah, there you go, Michael. There's a job for you.
It's Jayne. Hello.
Hi, Jayne. Good to have you. Kira, Michael, Vanessa, Ruth, and anyone else that's joining.
So if Michael wanted to take a photo, could he put it in the chat? Can he have a photo in the chat?
I don't know.
No.
That's a good question.
Hello, Suki.
Suki's here as well. Good to have you, Suki. Feels like only yesterday we were talking to you.
No, I don't think you can you? I was just wondering, really. You could put pictures
I don't think you can. No. It's a good question, though.
Hope you all had a good week.
There we go. I thought I'd broken everything. So, as we said, it's come around to Monday. For those of you who just joined, we were just talking about our 20 years together of wedded bliss for Jayne, of course.
Well, not for you.
Of course, love. You'll tell me what I'm supposed to say. It's like when we go shoe shopping. We were shoe shopping a while back, and the lady asked me what I thought of the shoes that I was trying on. I said, I don't know yet. I haven't been told.
I'm waiting for my wife to tell me if I like them.
I'm waiting for the answer to find out if I like them or not. That's how it works, basically.
Oh, I dread to think what... if you had to choose all the decor for house and my clothes and that, I dread to think what I'd be looking like, and the house would be very, very different, I think. Michael's saying his chair is a Barker lounger.
Oh, right, okay. It does look to be the most comfy chair in the world. From the times that I've seen it on the protection courses that
Things you
notice.
notice. Yeah.
I think everyone noticed on the course that Michael looked very, very relaxed.
Relaxed. That's what you need.
Yeah. That's an interesting question from Kira.
Yeah.
Can you read that?
Yes, can't you? You got your glasses on.
Quite see the bottom
Andy, did you say anything after the meditation yesterday? Yes. I went somewhere and came back to silence and the survey. Anniversary. Happy anniversary. Thank you. That's this year, not today. Yeah, you did come back. Yeah, it was all finished properly.
Yeah, it's interesting because quite a few people noticed. So what we decided to do this time around, because last two times actually, we've done these worldwide grid thump meditations. They've been sort of 2 hours and slightly over. And some of the feedback was it was too long, really. A lot of people don't like to meditate for too long, obviously. So what we wanted to do this time was to consolidate both those two meditations into like a 15-minute one at the start, really, where Chen takes us on the kind of healing, clearing journey for ourselves, basically, and then bring everyone back, which I think he did, and then take us into the next part two, really, the actual kind of grid thump. So everyone then moved to a place where everyone joined together, collective energy, Chen and the team kind of control and take that energy in, like a dam, I guess, and then obviously unleash that onto the grid. So that was the second part of the meditation. And after that, then, Kira, then I came back, not knowing what's happened, of course, generally, until Jayne tells me. So, and then I basically obviously rounded that up. I think I talked about the courses maybe in the Chen cards, and then obviously said goodbye effectively. And then there was the survey that comes up at the end when we finish. So So obviously you went somewhere more interesting and more important than what we were doing, I would say.
You were boring.
Because it's a really good question, actually. It does come up on a lot of the courses and meditations that we run. Quite often people go into meditation and then they seem to go somewhere else. A lot of them say they fall asleep, which I don't think they do. My understanding from Chen is that when the guides get you in that kind of meditative state, in the right brainwave state, then they take you off to do things with you as part of your spiritual progression journey. And then generally you come back at the end of the meditation. So it is a very common thing, and it happens every week when we run our courses. Some people, when we do the meditations and we go around the group and say, how did you get on? It's like, started off, lost your voice, went to sleep, heard your voice, came back. So it is a very common thing for lots of people to experience. So
and you've got a very monotone voice as well. So
I'm a very interesting person.
Chen's obviously using your voice.
Of course, yeah. Perhaps I should do a sleeping meditation where I just talk for hours on end.
Yeah, don't send them to sleep. Kira said she got left behind on the last part. So,
Okay.
but you're all grounded and everything. I'm assuming you're, because Chen sort of rounds things up nicely, doesn't he? When
He
he's
does.
doing a meditation.
I like that question.
I know. I thought you would.
That's my question.
I know. I've done that before, and I know it isn't sleeping. It would be nice to know where I go. Yeah.
And then nice to know where I go as well.
Yeah. You never know where you've been, do you? When
No.
Chen's in.
I literally get turned off and then I come back, generally can't breathe, have to cough a bit, and then I'm back in body again. But I've got no idea what's happened in that interim phase,
No.
really.
No, it's weird, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
But Ambassador of Light is saying, can Chen share advice on urine therapy? Well, you subject very close to your heart, isn't it, actually?
Yeah.
So I'm sure Chen would have the same opinion. Also, was this how the ancient seamen travelled the world on no reserves of water?
Yeah, interesting.
Sure it was.
Yeah, probably, actually.
Yeah.
I think the military do it as well. The military are taught to use their own urine if they're out in the trenches or they're in a war situation, they have no water, clean water, then obviously you can use your urine. Of course, if you drink too much of it, it's got a lot of minerals and things in, and it probably is a bit heavy on the kidneys maybe, but it would keep you alive for sure, probably. And also it clears a lot of negative viral toxins, parasites and stuff at the same time. So there is a whole conversation about urine therapy. As anyone that's done my courses know, we cover that. We talk about it at length, really. So
we won't do that this evening. We won't talk about it at length,
no,
but
we won't put you off.
there's lots about it on YouTube, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah. Where a lot of our information, things like that, comes from.
Yeah, definitely. So I think one of the questions we were going to ask you guys this week, really, well, Jayne's got on our list of things.
No, not this. No, that's the questions from.
I was looking at the
That
questions.
was our question, wasn't it?
Oh,
We were going to ask what you guys like seeing us doing the most. You know, what hooks in your attention. We're trying to sort of consolidate a few things. We sort of feel that lots of our there's a lot of legs to this spider, isn't there? It's
Big
quite
fat chocolate eating
scattered.
spider in the middle.
Yeah.
Basically.
But yeah, it feels quite scattered because, you know, we're always coming up with new ideas. We're always trying new things, like with the workshops and kissing.
Married 20 years, Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Ruth and I are very soon going to be offering a workshop for children over a weekend on, young spiritual warriors workshop. And Catherine and I are putting together a PDF, and she thinks it'd be a good idea to workshop on the menopause. So there's lots of things going on. We sell things. We run free events. We do this. You know, this might be the thing that you enjoy the most about it. But we'd love to know. So if you guys could, pop in the comments. We're going to try and collate a little bit of opinion, aren't we?
Yeah, that was the sort of point for the survey, really. After the meditation, we get a lot of emails from people asking us to do different things. Can we do more meditations, more of this, more of that, more of these chats? So there's a lot of requests and requirements coming in. And obviously we sit here thinking, what are we trying to do? Who are we? What do we do? We know what we do. We know what we teach. We know what we're specialists in that way, really. Of course, because there's so much information going out, then we're quite keen to know what you guys like and enjoy. And then, of course, we can tailor what we do to that effectively.
Yeah.
So, and also same for a lot of our social media. We spend a lot of time, well, Jayne does really, creating posts and carousels and things, and it just gets blasted out on social media. And it's quite hard if you're the creator of these things to know who's actually seeing them. Are they interested or they're not interested? What things do people like? What things don't people really like? And I know when I look at Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, you just flick through things. Very rarely do you bother to comment or give a like to things. But of course, behind the scenes, someone spent time to create that image, that video, that kind of post. And for them, they're looking at the engagement. Do I create more posts of the same type of thing? Are people not really interested in this type of topic? So we're kind of starting to think about everything that we do and actually kind of start to tailor it to the audience rather than what we think you guys want, really, which is should be the first thing we do is think, what does the audience want? And we do that rather than we do what we want to do. And then
Kira's just saying that she likes the variety. Keeps things interesting. I think everything you choose to do presents itself at the correct time. The meditations are my favourite. And Vanessa says, I love this Chen Chat. People love cards. Yes. Yes, they do. Well, you've started putting that out every day now, haven't you?
Yeah.
A Chen card.
Well, I did the Chen card thing. And also on the website, if you go to the website, we haven't released it yet, but there is a new menu item for Chen's daily guidance. So we've basically uploaded the whole deck of cards with a program that you can actually pick a card for the day, and the card turns around and shows you the guidance really from this set effectively. So these cards have all been digitized, processed, put on the website. So there is a kind of, if you go to the website, you'll look at the top, you'll see guidance cards. So you can pick a card with intention from Chen. So that was something that we've been asked to do for quite a long time, probably a year. It's taken us a year to do it, actually.
Labour of love, that was. But you called it love a lot of the time.
Yes, Michael likes the Chen channeling, which is cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone likes listening to Chen.
I think they do, yeah. Yeah. Obviously, that's, we're not going to miss anything off that we do, but maybe spend a little more time doing the things that everybody likes rather than just, and the only way we're going to find out is to sort of keep asking, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I mean, it is the problem, really. When you're on the other side of the camera, this side, there's so many inputs. You've got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, website, other social media, messenger, messages, emails. So there's a whole lot of things that come into you, and sometimes it's difficult to know what the outbound kind of, people want to see, really. Yeah, and that was the point of the survey, really, Michael, after the chat, was just to get an idea. And it did give us an idea, actually, because we assumed that everyone is on Facebook. But actually, the survey showed us that more people are on YouTube, spending their time on YouTube these days than Facebook.
Yeah, and
which was interesting.
Wasn't it 50% of the attendees signed up through the emails?
Yeah,
they went on social media.
No, yeah, that was a big surprise, actually.
Big eye opener for us. Yeah,
we don't send that many emails particularly. I mean, I've registered with Crew, who are kind of like a UK clothing company here. They should be paying me actually to wear their clothes. But effectively, I get an email every day from them with their latest clothes, their latest this, 10% off, coupon codes, their new season stock. Literally, my inbox gets 7 emails a day from Crew every day, whereas we probably have been sending emails once every couple of weeks or something. Yeah. So we kind of realised that trying to connect with you guys, it's probably better for us to do that on email because we know it arrives in your inbox. Whereas when we put a social media post out, even if we boost the post and pay for it, it doesn't get to everybody. And we don't know who it gets to and who it doesn't get to. And that makes it quite tricky to manage, really, from our perspective.
Well, it's just tricky to know who's seeing what, isn't it? But
yeah,
there we are. We'll get there.
Hello to Tina. Melbourne Beach.
In Florida, is that?
We're not jealous at all.
Is that Florida? Not sure.
Florida,
sorry.
I would say.
Yeah.
It's somewhere hot and it's a beach. It's better than here. We are jealous.
Gosh, yeah. We've had weeks and weeks of rain here. It's been terrible. But
yeah, exactly.
I got bad lungs, so I don't go out much in the winter anyway, so it doesn't really affect me.
No, the dog's not very keen. He wouldn't go out when it's raining, which has been for the last 2 months, probably.
Yeah, but we ought to get Chen in this set, didn't we?
So that was our kind of preamble chat, really, with you guys, just to get some feedback, get some steer, get some guidance, get some ideas. And if you've got ideas, and you think about them, drop us an email. Jayne picks up the emails, so she'll take that to heart and then come upstairs and say someone's asking for this or suggesting that or saying
Have a
this is
chat
good,
about it.
which is always nice. Cool. Okay, so let's get Chen to come in. And you've got your little list of questions. Obviously, for you guys now on the call, if you want to bang some questions through, things you're interested in. There was a lot of talk last week about certain things, ETs, contact, etc. So pop your questions in the chat, and Jayne will try and get to them as well.
Yeah.
And I'll hand over.
That's fine.
Okay. Good day, my dear.
Hello. Seems like only yesterday.
It does. Yes. It's wonderful.
Oddly.
From my perspective,
Yeah.
I get all of the benefits with none of the problems. No human body to manage, to keep alive. I just come in, take over, have some fun with you, my dear, and the audience, and then I slip away.
You do? Yes.
Like a thief in the night.
Yes, hidden in plain sight.
Yes.
Oh, well, it was lovely yesterday, the meditation.
Yes, it was wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yes. And from my perspective, what a huge thump to the grid.
Oh, good.
This is why we call it thumping the grid, because the analogy is the energetic grid of the planet gets hit very, very hard. And this has effect. So everyone that joined in yesterday, part of your energy is involved in that thump. And your energy is actually involved in changing the grid. It's a monumental thing to do. And I did tell young Andrew, I don't know if he passed the message on, but we do have watchers now.
We do have watchers?
Yes, there were energies watching what we're doing. Right. So what we're doing is having such a big effect on the grid that we have watchers, basically.
That's interesting.
Yes.
We had an email this morning from one of our clients, and he said that in the second meditation, he had his eyes open actually because it was snowing very heavily, and he was doing the meditation and he's watching the snow, and all of a sudden, massive grasshopper type of creature came up and stared at him in the window, and then ran off and tried to hide in the bushes. So he said his head was as big as mine. Would that be?
Yes, remote viewing, basically.
Right.
So there are people that are aware of what's happening and they're watching what we're doing. So when that happens, we know that we're making a monumental change.
Yes.
When you get to a point that other beings, people,
yes,
species, however you like to frame it,
yes,
the opposition are watching.
They're feeling threatened.
They're not intervening. They're not able to intervene. It's a very, very protected space. But they're now watching what's happening. So interesting.
Ooh. So they're starting to feel a bit threatened.
Yes, and they should be. That's what we're doing.
That shows how powerful we all are, though.
Yes, and this is what we say, is that this work is monumental. When we say your energy and vibration is written into the grid work, that's what's happening.
Yes.
And when you're human, you don't really understand the effect that you have. And of course, most of the things that you do as a human energetically are played down on purpose by the system. You're made to feel inconsequential.
Yes.
But you're not. You're a warrior of the light, and you're holding vibration and frequency. So the whole negative interference is always playing the same card, that you don't matter, nothing you do matters, you're just inconsequential to the planet, to the system. But every single person has a vibration. And if you hold the vibration, you hold light inside the vibration, and this changes everything.
Fantastic. That's what we're trying to do, isn't it?
Yes, that's what we're here to do, my dear.
Yes, yes. And last night in the meditation, you had us actually put our hands on the grid, didn't you?
Yes, we had a change.
Yes.
Which some people may have liked. Some people may not have liked, of course, because there is more interaction when we energetically connected people into the grid.
Yes.
Before, we took the energy from people, we created an energetic vessel, and then that vessel was let go, if you like, into the energetic grid.
Yes.
But this time, people place their hands on the grid.
Yes, they did.
Which is a big change.
Yes.
And for some people, it may have been different.
Well, it felt very powerful to me.
Yes, it was very powerful.
Yes.
So I'd like to just repeat, to say thank you to everyone that did turn up, did give their energy, did get involved, because again, it's what we're doing is monumental. And when we're being watched by the other opposition, we know we're making change, because if we weren't making change, they wouldn't be interested.
No, exactly. No, they wouldn't feel threatened either, would they?
No.
Mm.
So we look forward to the next one.
So I wonder if they all have meetings afterwards.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yes.
On the others, on my side.
Yes.
So I have a council that I connect with and report into, and give my summary, if you like.
Yes.
And of course, the opposition will do the same.
How wonderful.
Yes.
We will. Yes. I can't give too much away, but we had a lovely hour yesterday, didn't we, with Ruth?
Yes.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yes. And you know, that it became sort of like quite obvious actually in your conversation that that there was a hierarchy with you on your side, and Ruth, his king, Ruth's king, her spirit guide is called King, and he was referring to you as Master, wasn't he?
Yes, it's very polite.
Yeah, very polite and so respectful.
Yes.
So respectful. And is that what it's like with you?
Yes and no.
Oh, okay. Well, same as in humans.
Yes, basically.
Well, I might give too much away, but there's something coming out later in the week.
Yeah, something we'll probably do more of, I think.
You think? Good.
Yes.
Good.
I enjoyed it. I'm sure you did.
I did.
If the audience enjoy it, then we must do more of it.
Yes. Okay. Right. We'll gauge your reactions.
Yeah. We did put young Ruth on the spot slightly.
Yes. I know. I know. Bless her. You did really well, Ruth. Really
yes,
well.
Ruth is blossoming. Like a flower coming too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
I agree. Okay. We had a question 10 minutes ago about you're in therapy. I thought it might bring a smile to your face.
Yes.
And they were asking if this is what all the old soldiers used to do when they were without water and had to get across the deserts and
yes.
in wartime.
It's a survival mechanism for sure, because it obviously contains a lot of mineral and salts, which of course can cause kidney problems, can dry you out. So you probably couldn't live off of your own water effectively. But we know that your own water does contain lots of things that are good for you. And obviously that can be used in different therapies. So there is a very positive side to it. Of course, if you're thinking about survival situations, when you have liquid that comprises of water, there are ways that you can use condensation to take off the water component and leave the salts.
Okay.
So if you had urine in a bag, obviously it was being heated, then obviously the condensation moves upward. So you could filter it in different ways. And there are different mechanisms that you could extract the salt from the water, and then you could probably continue to live on it if you needed to.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yes.
And I can't quite remember how it actually works now, but if you re-ingest your own urine, it helps fight the battle against bacteria and bugs that you're suffering from, illnesses.
It's a feedback loop. So
yes.
if you re-ingest what you're, because everyone thinks that urine is waste.
Yes.
It's excess, not waste. Two completely different things. So if you take a small amount of urine and you re-ingest it, you create a feedback loop to the body. And something that may then be seen or not seen by the body, by the immune system and attacked, as it comes in again externally, is now identified by the immune system and then is attacked. So urine can be used as a feedback loop effectively, which is very good and has many, many health benefits. And of course, if you look at different countries, places like India, the elders in lots of native tribes all have been drinking their own water for eons because they know there are so many health benefits. Again, it's the Western world that's gone backwards, unfortunately, because the Western world has listened to science. And of course, you get steered in a certain direction. But sometimes if you spent time with a native tribe or some sort of native person that understands nature and the body, they boil up energetic things, twigs, things from nature. Look at Chinese.
Yes.
The Chinese, obviously, for me, being a Chinese person, there was no medication. Medication comes from nature always.
Yes.
Even the medications you ingest today, and they're synthesized as chemicals by companies. They start off with nature-based products generally, and then they synthesize a chemical version which they can then sell, of course.
Of course, yes.
But Chinese herbal therapy is connected to the planet, is connected to nature.
Yes.
And remember, when you boil certain plants and twigs and barks and things, they have a vibration that a synthesized chemical doesn't have. So when you take a tablet out of a packet, there's no vibration to that at all. It's a chemical. It's designed to change your chemistry and your biology. But if you take natural plants, they're vibrating with frequency. It's a very different component.
So your body's going to react differently to that, then,
yes,
I'm assuming.
it will change the frequency.
Yes.
And of course, if you need to detox and do those sorts of things, then you and I were talking, my dear, just the other day to say, if you go back in time, people used to eat with fire, and fire comprised of charcoal as wood was burnt down. So you're always ingesting charcoal. Well, charcoal obviously is a detoxification method to the body.
Good for cleaning your gut, isn't it?
Yes, but now people use, again, electric stoves and gas stoves in their houses. There is no fire really, and therefore there's no burning of wood. Therefore there's no ingesting of charcoal.
No.
So you could say modern heating techniques and cooking techniques have moved humanity backwards in some ways.
Yes, we did have this conversation, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
But of course, it's a different life. Nobody wants to come home and make a fire and wait half an hour.
Well, it is very different, food. Isn't it? That's the thing, isn't it? And you were saying about medicine always came from nature, but of course, back when you had to look after yourself, there was no way of getting anywhere anyway, was there?
There was no transportation.
No. So you had to find your own medicine.
It was handed down.
Everything
from grandparent to parent to child. The knowledge and the wisdom about the area that you lived was handed down continually. So depending where you lived in the world, you would understand different things that you would use as part of your medicine cabinet.
Yes.
So the whole thing is very different really from that perspective. And if you look at modern science and modern medicine, disease has never been so prevalent as it is now.
I know.
So we could say that the food system has caused the degradation of health, and does the medical system provide health? It's a question.
It's a question, one probably we need to be careful how we approach.
I'm very careful, my dear.
Yes.
I wasn't answering the question, I was providing the question.
Providing the question, yes, okay. So answers on a postcard, please.
Yes.
Buffy is saying she did 6 years of the Chinese medicine, but nothing about plants and negative energies. What besides vitamin C should we ingest?
Well, it's a good question.
Lots of things, probably.
Yes. Well, I mean, again, like everything, you're a chemical and biological being, effectively. So you need certain minerals, vitamins, and obviously the cross container of different foods. So everyone needs to eat what we would call core foods that have not been adulterated. And obviously, people make food choices or nutritional choices based upon consciousness. So some people decide that they're vegetarian and they remove meat from their diet. Some people then decide they want to be vegan and remove some of the animal products and dairy products from their diets. But if you look at what you're an animal energetically and biologically and chemically. You're a being that has chemistry and biology comprised together, and you need certain things. So you do need a cross-section of all of the vitamins, minerals, the magnesiums, the zincs. There's a whole list of things. So for the kind of modern diet, really, my advice would be to take a multivitamin mineral on a daily basis, so that you don't rely on the food that, of course, has been adulterated to the point that you don't get anything from it generally.
Yes.
And everything is now, I mean, you and I laughed, my dear, at the image that Andrew showed you.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was just going to mention it.
Well, would you like to say what the image was?
Well, the image was a picture of a field of crops, and the crops had been sprayed so that the insects would die if they get it, and then they feed it to humans.
Yes. So it was two aliens looking down saying they're a very rare species. They spray the crops with poison so that nothing else eats the crops, and then they eat the crops themselves.
Yes.
How wonderful. And it's a very, very funny picture.
Yes.
I even laughed myself when I saw it.
Did you?
Well, this does tell you where human consciousness is. So you're stopping.
Yeah, I know, it's worrying. Isn't
You're
it?
stopping nature eating the things because you want to eat the things, but you spray it with a poison that you then eat yourself.
So that nothing else will eat it, so we can.
And then you become ill and you wonder why.
Wow.
And that, of course, is the joke, basically. And there are many energies with myself that look down, and we do move our heads from side to side sometimes.
Yes, what are they?
Well,
and what are they doing?
it's about consciousness, because as people start to understand, what you think knocks onto people in your circle around you. So humans will evolve consciously as the general overall intelligence level comes up.
Yes.
And this is what's happening. Some proportion of society are starting to think about what they eat and how they eat, how they farm and what they do.
Yes.
The other portion of society are engaged in
a different way of thinking.
Yes. Good way to say that.
A different way of thinking.
Yes.
And I think also, a lot of people are just basically trusting, aren't they? If somebody tells you something, somebody in a in a high position, who maybe even you might have to go to for because you're getting my drift, for some
programming, my dear.
Yeah.
We're talking programming.
Yeah. Yes. But we've been taught at school, haven't we, to trust, really. So
well, the system is broken, clearly, and some people are starting to realise the system doesn't work and it isn't actually designed for your better health, and therefore you may need to make different choices and not take advice from people in positions of power that you assume have your best will at heart. Yeah. Because even they may not
realise that they don't know.
Yes. Because they're not educated in that conversation.
Yeah.
And of course on purpose. So human society is evolving, it's changing. People will look back in 50 years and look at your generations and think, my, how did they get taken down that path?
Yes. Okay. Just going back to Elaine, just going back to last night's meditation. Excuse me. Was it significant to each individual where we were drawn to place our hands on the grid yesterday? I know I had a strong pull to the area that I chose.
Yes. So that was the whole point, is that your frequency, your vibratory frequency would be required at a certain place. So everyone would have been guided to where their frequency would do the most positive change.
There we are. Great.
Good question.
Yes. Thank you. And if people didn't get actually drawn to a certain area?
Then their energy would be collective, just used by the collective.
Yes. Okay. And Lupe is just asking if we recorded yesterday's meditation, but we don't, do we?
No, it's a live meditation. So it's designed to be when we bring everyone together and we use the energy at the same time. So doing this in replay or catch-up mode doesn't really work.
No. That's the basic answer, really. And Chen likes this to be a union to make the difference. So, Veronica would like to ask Chen if he could inform more how he performs psychic surgery through Andy on his clients. I have a couple of interested friends.
Yeah, it's interesting. We don't really talk about what we do, even though we do it every day, obviously. So basically the concept being, in the way that young Andrew and I used to work, was a hands-on method. So he would place his hands upon a client. We could call him the victim, of course, if we were joking.
Well, it doesn't sound very positive.
But he would put his hands on the client and then, of course, hand over conscious control to myself. I would come in, take over, as we are today now.
Yes.
Animating the physical body. I've got connection to the physical then, and then we would perform what we would describe as a surgical operation on the etheric field. So I would go through the field looking for any vibratory frequency that's negative, and there's lots of different ways that could be and present, and we basically clear and remove them from the person on the bed. And then, of course, then we swap back over. So young Andrew comes back and we swap conscious awareness. So that's the in-person way. The remote way is exactly the same, but of course we're not placing hands. So you book an appointment, we have your energetic connection, as soon as your appointment comes up, I'm talking to Andrew in the morning. So he brings up his list of people. Your name appears on that list. So then I basically dispatch myself down that energetic stream to the recipient, the person at the end, which of course is you. Do the same thing. So we basically break open the etheric field. We look at the frequencies that are connected, and then we do the same. We look to clear every frequency that's not positive, so everything that's negative. And of course, if you have physical problems, then of course we look to address those too. So we're clearing things from a spiritual perspective, so spirit release therapy, more or less, in a wording, but we're also looking to make changes on physical problems that can be identified and cleared at the same time. And that's why what we term work that we do is a blend of psychic surgery and spirit release therapy.
Yes.
But there's no real word for that, unfortunately. So we basically frame it that it's two modalities that are pulled together in the way that I choose to do things.
We could call it SRPS. I don't know what I can. SR, spirit release psychic surgery.
Yes, that would be interesting. Or Chen's version.
Yes, we'll just call it Chen's version.
Yes.
Yes, because that's what we offer. We don't offer separate psychic surgery appointments or clearings. It all comes under the same umbrella for Chen.
Well, we try not to make it confusing, because then people would have to decide, do I book a physical appointment or do I book a clearing appointment? And if they book a physical appointment but they have attachments, then of course we wouldn't be clearing the attachment. So from my perspective, we clear everything, basically.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I just need to check. Diana is saying, I'm curious how long it takes now compared to the first sessions. Could you just clarify what you're referring to, Diana? Are you referring to the worldwide meditations or something we've talked about this evening? So if you could just clarify, then we'll ask Chen for you. Brenda would like to hear more about how to tell the difference between guidance and imagination, particularly guidance that appears to be coming via words from her guide. So she wants to know how much of it may be or not be her imagination, but how versus how much she's actually hearing.
Yes, and that's probably one of the most interesting questions for everyone, because this work, unfortunately, can be confusing. When you have thoughts coming in, you have to deliberate between, are these my thoughts? Am I making them? Or are they intrusive thoughts? Are they coming in from somewhere else? And the way that we tend to explain that is, if they're positive thoughts, generally assume that they are yours. If they are negative thoughts, assume that they are not yours and they're coming in from another place that's intrusive, basically. So in terms of when we talk about the imagination and the guides, again, we need to look at the actual content of the thought. If the thought is developmental and positive and reassuring, it's probably the guide overlaying their thoughts. If it's a negative thought, it's definitely not the guide, and it's probably definitely not yours either. So we assume that that's intrusive, basically. Yeah. So that's the way that we teach on the courses, that people need to learn and think about their thoughts. And when negative thoughts come in, always assume it's not yours. Humans actually don't have negative thoughts generally. These negative thoughts that are intrusive that everyone experiences are coming from somewhere else and something else, generally.
Even when we're in a bad mood?
Well, generally, if you're in a bad mood, you can be in a bad mood or tired, which of course is your
energy
container, but you attract other energies to aggravate your feelings and your thoughts. So you can start off in a mildly bad mood or mildly tired, and you attract other energies into or around your field that will aggravate the thought process. And you notice this, as you start to become angry, you broadcast the frequency of anger, which attracts, like crocodiles. They come in, and of course they then push more negative thoughts into your space, and your anger levels increase, your frustration increases, and you find someone to have arguments with, generally. And this is what you see. They make mistakes. You're humans. You do make mistakes. So when someone forces you to
Yeah.
do nasty things to them, pushes you into a negative. And for the other driver. And the next thing you know, you're both shouting. And
you say because you're putting yourself in danger anyway, aren't you?
yes, of course.
By doing something like that. But okay, thank you. So for Brenda, it's about she was asking about
Discern if it's a positive thought, we say that it's probably from the guide.
yes.
Negative thoughts are not your thoughts and not your guides.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I hope that answers your question, Brenda. I know you're not on this evening, you're on an Australian timeline, but you'll watch it on replay, I'm sure. Diana did clarify.
Therapy here. The way that we do things.
Yes. Yes.
So probably if we rewind and learning with young Andrew too, we were probably taking an hour and a half to 2 hours, I guess, to perform what we would consider now to be maybe a 10 or 15-minute job, effectively.
Yes. Yes. You've been doing it a long time.
Yes, should be good. Spent a long
You
time.
are good.
The space with Dr. Terence Palmer, of course, who stands with me every day.
Yes.
We natter and laugh every day. But with his wisdom, his guidance, we use for the academy. So hard-fought time. And of course, the beauty of the work is because there was so much time spent on the other side, my side of the fence, as well as the physical side with young Terence and Andrew, the protocol that was developed and tailored and tailored and tailored over years, 10 years, became easy.
Yes.
And that success. Medium like Andrew to be able to do that work. Many people that was up. It was part of our challenge to be able to create apart from a child could be a facilitator, really, if they're consciously aware. So you follow the protocol to the letter. So you probably could take a 10 to 12-year-old child now and say they could run and manage these sessions. And that is a huge step change, really.
Although a child might not
to be replicated.
Yes. Sorry to butt in, Chen.
Okay.
Can I just ask somebody to clarify whether we keep dipping out? The screen keeps going white here, but I'm not sure if you guys are still seeing us. So we will carry on as normal. But if you could just, if Ruth or Vanessa or somebody could just clarify. Ruth's got a question for you.
Ruth always have questions.
Yes. So what are people most influenced by now without them actually realising? Ooh.
In terms of everything.
Yes.
The media. The media is the biggest problem in the world for everyone. And that includes social media, of course, because it's a programming method.
Right. Right. Oh, that's true.
Eastern countries, even in countries looking at social media, the media.
Yes.
It has to be the biggest problem because the media is controlled negatively for most people. that is being filtered continually. So you're everyone's on their phone in every country.
Yeah. Yeah.
If something positive happens in the world, who sees it? No one.
No.
Generally.
No, never see anything weird.
Frequency, because of course negative things have a low frequency that cause fear and anger.
Yes.
Positive things raise the frequency. So
Yeah.
if you're not seeing positivity on your devices, they're being programmed electively on purpose to bring the vibration down.
Yes.
Which is why we're here, to bring the vibration
Doing what
up.
we do. Yes.
Laugh every day.
It's 1:45 anyway, but we
Logical problems.
absolutely, and haven't we had a lot of those recently?
Yes.
Gosh,
Well, go to show,
trying
my
to keep me
dear,
on my toes.
we're making a difference.
Yes, it was only over the weekend I had to go through the spreadsheet that all our bookings come in on. Make sure the payments are coming, because it was saying they paid, but the payments hadn't come in, and I was having to check through all the payment systems and platforms. It's on the calendar. Things weren't reaching the calendars. People were paying for the clearings and the report going out because it hadn't. Okay, well, I think, we're back. So I think we'll get Andy back, and then we'll try to have it have a little better session next week. I do apologise. I am not technical at all, so I can't sort it out. Andy will probably come back now and say, well, if I press this button, we'd work it out. Diana's saying it's a digital demonic attack.
Could well be.
Yes, I know. We wondered.
Could well be. As we did say, the other opposition is sitting up and watching what we're doing, because we are having and we're making huge change.
Yes.
So there will be interference, but
yes,
we always overcome interference.
Yes.
It's what we do.
Yes, we do. We won't give in to it.
Yes, it's a spiritual war, my dear. So we expect things to work both ways round.
Yes.
It was only yesterday we caused them a huge problem.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes, so we might expect a little bit of interference.
So this might be the reverse.
Yeah, that's what Kira's just saying. I always figure something interferes because they don't want the information out there.
Of course, yes, and that means the information has to be broadcast and publicised.
Yes, yes. Gosh, you're hot, Ken.
Yes, it's very warm in here. I can feel the warmth myself.
I think it's me. Oh well, thank you, Chen. We've had to cut it 10 minutes short, but I'm afraid that we are going to cut out completely at some point.
Yes, that's okay.
Yes.
We'll proceed as normal, my dear.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Well, thank you to everyone for your attendance, especially those that helped us last evening. Again, it's been a monumental change to the planet's frequency, which is what we're here to do.
Yes.
And we'll look forward to the next one.
And
we look to double our numbers each time.
Yes.
I do have a goal in mind, actually, from a number perspective.
Do you?
So the magic 1000, because everything is amplified by 10 from my side. So 1,000 people on a call is 10,000. So imagine the energy from 10,000 people.
Yes, gosh.
All we need is 1,000 to do that. And that will literally not just thump the grid, it will hammer the grid.
Yes. Yes.
Almost like a bell.
Would that be a winner?
It would be very, very positive.
A very big win. Yes.
And it will cause catastrophic problems for the other side.
Oh. But you'll protect us,
Which, of course, will be seen on the physical, because what we do in the spiritual mirrors back out to the physical.
Vanessa's just said that we stopped dropping out as soon as I said we'd bring Andy back.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, you're the problem.
Yes. Of course I am the problem.
Oh, well, we don't see you as a problem.
Perhaps we'll leave him where he is and I'll stay here.
I don't know if you'd like my cooking.
Well, I'm sure it probably involves chocolate.
It doesn't actually, not my cooking.
No.
It's funny, we've stopped dropping out. So Diana said that it might have been her question because that's the one that we were talking about. She said, I hope it's not me. Oh,
No, it's good.
It's nearly time to finish.
If we do drop out, my dear, that's the conversation we need to be having.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I had actually got a question for you because of what we did yesterday with Ruth. I was going to ask you about the spiritual hierarchy in the universe. How is it actually structured? Who works out how it's structured? Who works out who's the boss?
It's by vibrational frequency.
Yes.
So everyone has a frequency, and those that vibrate at lower frequencies are underneath those that have the higher frequency. So it's auto-selected by frequency.
Okay. So you don't have to fight for a spot.
No, it's frequency-based. Mm-hmm. So those that vibrate at the highest frequencies obviously are above those that have a lower frequency.
Right.
And to have a higher frequency means that, of course, you're holding a different vibratory frequency, different conscious awareness, and probably been through lots of different challenges to ascend in that way.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason that we do the clearings as part of the meditation, to continually keep clearing people's fields, to remove fragments of negativity so that each one comes up week by week by week.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a small change maybe for you personally, but over time, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, big difference to where we'll all fit into this hierarchy when we're,
yes.
when we're home with you.
Yeah, of course, there are many entities that I connect with as part of the councils where we have meetings and we talk about what we're doing and how we propose to do things in the same way that corporations do. And those entities are there on the table because of their frequency, because of who and what they are and what they come in with.
Yes.
And obviously they're here with the same agenda that we're working with. To raise the frequency, to clear this planet of a lot of the negativity.
Yes.
And you're seeing it every day in the news.
Well, I don't watch the news, but...
Well, those that do will notice that there is a spotlight being shined in some dark places.
Yeah, oh, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, that's become a massive thing, hasn't it now?
Yes. Partly for theatrics, of course.
Heads off.
Well, you'll notice no one's in prison just yet.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yes, I have.
So there is a theatrical aspect to it, but it's still happening, which of course is a step change.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, they are highlighting it. Yeah, but yes, like you say, nobody's in prison. We just, anyway, I probably better not touch on our opinions about that because, again, I don't want to see a big black car outside the window. But you've gone quiet.
Nothing, my dear.
Just very quickly, what do you have Andy doing while you're here?
Andrew's is his conscious awareness is part of his conscious awareness is still here, connected to his physicality. The other part is back in spirit, basically, where my conscious awareness is. So he will be doing all sorts of things the same as I do when I'm not in his physical body.
What a shame you can't remember.
Yes, so he will be having meetings, having conversations, taking direction, probably sat talking to young Terence and other members of our team.
Yeah.
So there is work is still going on. Basically.
Wow. Oh, I wish he could remember.
Yes, he probably could. Actually.
Could he?
If you put him through hypnosis or something, he probably would be able to connect to some of those memories and some of those thoughts.
Yeah.
That might be an idea, my dear, at some point.
Yeah.
You might not like some of the conversation, of course.
He might not.
You may not like.
Me?
No.
Oh, why's that?
For different reasons.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, there is a directive as to the path that you're on, what you're working against and what you're here to do. And of course, there is a challenge.
Yes, yes. Well, Diana thinks he's eating chocolate, certainly.
More than likely. He probably is chocolate in spirit.
Oh, my goodness. He's not going to live it down, is he?
No, that's okay.
Well, I don't know why I take the mickey out of him a little bit, because I did buy him a big box of Hotel Chocolat chocolates.
It has been noticed that you are actually the feeder,
I did
my
encourage
dear.
him to do that.
You're the feeder.
Yes,
Yes.
I do buy it.
Yes, yes.
I do buy it.
I do remember not so long ago he was trying to hide the chocolate from himself, which was very, very amusing. Even I had a giggle.
Yeah.
Did he not say to you, you said to him, why are you putting the chocolate away in the cupboard?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm hiding it. And you said something like, who from?
Yes, I was thinking it was the grandson, you see.
And he said, from me.
Yes.
If I don't see it, I won't eat it, he said. Which was very, very amusing.
It's very telling as well, isn't it? He's got no willpower.
Well, need I say anything else?
Oh, dearie me. Right. Well, we had better let him back now.
Yes, okay, my dear. Well, I will say
into
good day
our hour.
to everyone. Hopefully the technical challenges have been overcome.
Mm.
And of course, I would quite like to pick that conversation up next week where we carry on with the part of the conversation that we dropped out, because obviously it's very pertinent to have. So that's a note for you, my dear.
Yes. Yes, that's okay. I always rewatch it. I like rewatching this conversation, actually.
Yes.
I like rehearing what
we
you've
have
got
some
to
fun.
say. Yeah.
And hopefully everyone watching
Yes.
enjoys and has some fun too.
Yes.
Because it's supposed to be a fun conversation some of the time, even though we cover subjects and topics that are not particularly funny, but they can be done with an informal method, as opposed to a very boring and formal conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so I will check because Diana asked a few questions, check which one it was. Then we do run the risk of disappearing altogether, don't we?
Well, what will happen, my dear.
Yes. Right, okay. Batten down the, what did they say? Batten down the...
Hatches.
Hatches, that's what I'm looking for, sis.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Chen, very much, as always.
Yes, well, I will say good day to all. Pleasure's been mine.
Oh, and ours, most certainly. Thank you.
Good day.
All right.
Excuse me. Come on. There we go. I'm back in the
Got
house.
some water.
I've got some clove water, actually.
Yeah.
Pasty clove water.
Well, it's been an interesting evening. We kept dipping out. It was like a couple of seconds to start with and then coming back.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes. And
What
of
was
course,
that?
I'm not technical at all. But then we dipped out. We're still on.
Yeah, I was just going to bring up the task manager and see what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. It's interesting. With Chen, we're sort of pretty sure it was because of what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So I've got to look back on it tomorrow, and he said he'd like to take it back up again next week.
Oh, that's interesting. What were you talking about then?
We were trying to remember which one of Diana's questions it was. Can you remind me, Diana? Could you bust a few? She said it's a digital demon attack.
Digital demonic attack.
Yes.
They can't attack here. It's
You
too well
keep-
protected.
Pausing. You're freezing every few seconds. The video keeps stopping.
Oh, that's interesting.
Cutting out constantly. I thought
We
it was
haven't had
me.
that before, have we?
No.
We haven't.
So, Diana, was it the question about how long it takes? I don't think it can have been the clearing. I don't know, because we sort of go off on a tangent some of the time.
Yeah, right.
So perhaps somebody can just remind me, please. That would be good. And then we can... yeah, it did. It did actually start when Diana asked how long it takes to do a clearing compared to how long it took years ago when you were developing the method. And Chen said it was sort of probably an hour more years ago, and that was
It was over an hour years ago.
yeah, 15 or 20 minutes. So
We used to book an hour and a half slots in the shed, if you remember. People used to come. It would take me 10 and 15 minutes to get Chen in to start with, because it wasn't sort of straight in like it is now, particularly. And then by the time he'd finished talking, it was a good hour.
yeah. Okay.
And then I need to come back, and then, yeah, so it was about an hour and a half, probably.
Yeah, Kieran said, I thought it was when we were talking about the influence of social media. Yeah, it might have been. I'll rewatch it in the morning, work it out, and then we'll take it up again next week. It'll be interesting to see if we disappear altogether.
Well, yeah. Sure, we can sort it out.
Yeah. Cynthia, meditation was champ.
Oh, good. Glad
That's
you
good.
enjoyed it.
That's good.
I haven't
Yeah.
even listened to it yet. It's on my list of things to do. I'm always about a week behind, basically. So I'd go and see people and they say, oh, that was really good, or we enjoyed this, or we enjoyed that. Of course, I've got no idea what happened. I just go, okay, that's good. I haven't got round to listening to it yet. Because again, it was only last night we were doing the meditation, and then today we've been busy with meetings and things. So I haven't really had the opportunity to listen to that. And now we're doing this.
Yeah.
Here we are again.
Yes. Weeks go quickly, don't they? Okay. Oh, very interestingly, just before we sign off, somebody asked, they asked Chen, where do you go when he's here?
No idea, really.
No, you can't remember anything, can you?
No.
Nothing at all.
1 minute I'm here, next minute I'm gone. Well, 1 minute I'm here, then I hand over to him, and I don't have any memory or recollection until I literally hear myself coming back.
Yeah.
So as I come back, I can hear sounds that sound really distant, and then I literally am back, sort of thing.
Yes.
But I don't have any memory of.
Well, he said hypnosis might
Oh, that's interesting.
Might help you. He said I might not like some of the things that you've got to
say.
What to get up to. Well, he said you're in meetings and.
Yeah, well, we do have some interesting dreams, and we do have some interesting stars that appear outside the house occasionally. That I notice. I always think if I've noticed them,
flashing lights.
I'm expecting a night of turbulence generally, because it means we're off somewhere else. I said to you in the summer night, that star has never been there before. That huge star.
Yeah, yeah.
And we noticed it moved over the house as we've been sat outside in the summer, basically. And I thought, that isn't a star, because it's never been there. And that night, some very peculiar things happened. So I'm pretty sure it kind of disappeared, really, to somewhere else for a bit. And then get plonked back in the morning, tired. But then it's not a surprise, is it, really?
No, right. We need to sign out.
Yeah, okay.
Over and out.
Well, we'll say goodbye to everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed the chat. And put up apologies for the interference. We'll see if we can get that sorted for next week.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was us.
No.
No.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, bye, folks.
Lovely to see you all. Thank you for coming.
You've got to click twice.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.